right, let's do another attempt. Last attempt was definitely the most embarrassing death. An actual lost run, or a run lost to patches. Very embarrassing. I was just totally on autopilot, and I thought that when he was lifting his spear to the right, he was actually lifting his hand to his mouth to do his debuff, and yeah, just like straight up walked directly into his attack. Very good stuff. But today's a new day, and I can guarantee you that I will not die to patches this time. I hope. Man, why is... This happened last time too, where for some reason, even though I didn't turn it on, no death, it was just automatically on. But it's off now. So that's what we want. And oh, I should probably start the timer. All right, and let's get this run underway.
And I can also that you're not. Then why I am Carlin.
Let's get our crafting kit and some
Goodbye.
pots. Oops. Oops. Why am I swinging so much? Okay. Must be holding my controller slightly weird. Let's get Melina in. And our
They sir, but you, I can play turning to aid you.
Ride.
And go to the foot of. Then it summon me. Ah, I bequeath to. Use it. It will summon a torrent. Treat him with
cool. now we have our flail to get our real weapon, the iron ball, later. Now we go nip over to the get the whetstone. Oops. Gotta sprint as fast as possible through here. Hello. First smithing stones, or I guess second, third, and fourth smithing stone ones. This for later. And now we get our strength talisman, or our strength tier, rather. Again, get this for later. We need to kill Bernal. And up here we get the Ash of War version of Golden Vow. Easy. Easy if you actually pick up Golden Vow, Ash of War. Less useful if you forget. Okay. That was dumb. That's okay, we restart. That's how we're not super careful about this. All right, new attempt today. Oops. Today's a new day. We endeavor not to get hit by patches, or, as happened just a couple of minutes ago, jump off a cliff accidentally, like 3 minutes into the run. Yesterday I died because I accidentally walked. I was on total autopilot and actually lost a run to patches because I was just like on total autopilot and wasn't really thinking about it, and like when he lifted his hand to attack with his spear, I thought he was actually lifting his hand to attack with or to debuff, and he was not. And so I just nice and casually walked into his spear thrust. Pretty stupid way to lose a run, but hey, what do you do? Okay. let's make sure that no death. Okay, yeah, no death is off. Hopefully that doesn't totally invalidate the run. What am I doing here? Right. Oops. That went to the wrong place. This is what we actually want. Okay. That starting rune allows us to buy cracked pots and a crafting tool from Kale, and gives us a little cash down the line to buy the torch, the beast repellent torch.
And I can also that you're not. Then why? I am Carly.
Let's get what we need.
Goodbye.
Oops. There you go. Skirt around to the left here. And here we get our ride. And secondarily talk to Melina. This has the added bonus of passing time to the night, so we can
Then it said, summon me. I bequeath
stealth more easily. I've never noticed that, like,
Use it. to
weird
traverse
smog.
great
It almost looks like an
distances.
oil patch
It will some
on
torrent
top
has
of,
chose treat him with
or an oil
respect.
film on top of, like, some water or something. Over here. Weird. Huh. Cool. How have I never noticed that? I wonder what that's supposed to be. There's a few more. There you go. Oops. And then there's our flail for picking up iron ball. Our iron ball. Pressing that 5 times fast. Later down the line. Okay, there's the whetstone. And now we're off to just collect a bunch of shit. Do a nice long arc all across Limgrave, then back up through Caelid, or through Limgrave to get the Dectus Medallion, to Limgrave, or to Caelid to get the Beast Repellent Torch and the other half of the Dectus Medallion, and then we wander up through Liurnia, picking up smithing stones and our weapon. And that's kind of all we do for the next 35 minutes. Enthralling gameplay. Although, you can die. as we saw last attempt through sheer boneheadedness. And not paying attention to what you're doing. There's our strength tier. It's one of the 2 tiers we use in our Wondrous Flask. And we get this grace for later when we need to kill Bernal. Oh, I guess I died here. I jumped off over here instead of, or I jumped off at the wrong place here and so died. So I guess I actually lost like 8 minutes last time. There is our golden bow. This time I'm not just gonna walk off here. Jump. Lovely. So easy. Who could ever fuck that up?
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. You here as a
More smithing stones and our cracked pot. Oops. Up here we get our first Trina's Lilies. For our sleep pots that we're going to use on Fire Giant and Godskin Duo. And down here, we're going to get the actual recipe for those pots, sleep pots. There we are, a bunch of unnecessary rune ones, which I just get for literally no reason.
Is anybody there? Someone who might
As
be
well as our
interested
recipe
in
for a sleep pot.
rescuing the great Kenneth Haight, servant to the true order and celebrate the pure.
And here is our Wondrous Physic. Now we are off to get the charge attack tier as well as the charge attack talisman, 2 important aspects of our build, as well as the Dectus first Dectus half. Crouch through here, pick up these lilies, and just drop down here. And we have our talisman down here. Some more lilies.
Welcome. Dear Gast, well, you please. I'm hungry.
And there's our last smithing stone ones. As per usual, I'm going to try this little skip here. Oops. And immediately give up because I accidentally pressed dash instead of jump. But it's okay, you can just go this way. And this guy won't aggro. Snipe this guy. Snipe this guy. Crouch around to the left. Snipe this rat. Try not to aggro that guy. And as soon as this guy stands up, snipe him. And you can just run past. Because it's night, this guy to the left won't aggro him. And we're off to Caelid. That was unnecessary. Pick up this lily. One of those days I'll land on the top ledge. Aiming for that shack over there. This time, let's do the correct pathing instead of aggroing that dog over there. Cool.
There's been an eight. How can I?
Sell all of our runes. Then we buy this guy. We want to equip our torch. I don't know if that was quite right. There you go. Take this path to the left to avoid aggroing that bat. Go to the left of these two pillars to avoid aggroing, I don't know, some bat over there. There's our second half, and we just go and pick up this Vatican's Sorciel. We don't have to worry about the rats because of our torch. And we're off to Liurnia. And that's that for Caelid for the next 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes or so. Eventually go back there to get our Flame Grant Me Strength and Cragblade. And then even later, obviously, to kill Radahn. Huh. Well, that sucks. Man, 2-0 hits today already. What is going on there? I think we need some different music. Okay. Let's not mess it up in very weird places this time, perhaps. Well, the Lands Between rune. And we're ready to go. And there we go. Yeah, what do we want to listen to? Maybe just...
The fallen leaves
this. Okay.
tell a story.
Oops. Okay, well, I was hit by a bat. No clue why I was hit by a bat, but that happens, I guess. I guess we need to take a slightly further to the right path. And I'm getting hit by all these things that I've just never... I mean, I guess this is the cost of a first no-hit run, is that there's just a bunch of small things that you learn that last forever. That you just learn once and then never have to deal with again. Okay, for some reason, no death was on. We're gonna turn that off. Or we just turned that off. Rearrange our flasks and our memory of grace. Use that and get rid of that. And we are off for a nice cool 40 minutes of setup. Get our first smithings. Hello. Get our first smithing stone.
And I can also that you're not. Then why? I am Carl.
And get our crack pots and the crafting kit. Oops. All right, let's get our ride from Melina.
Have you heard? They serve, but you. I can play turning to aid you. You need only to the foot. Then it's settled. Summon me. Ah, I bequeath to you. Use it. It will torrent. Treat him with.
I only, this is the first time, or this is the second time I've noticed this weird, like, patch of color, which I still don't know what it is. The first time I noticed it was, oops, that's wrong. What happened there? The first time that I noticed it was last run. Yeah, I have no clue what it is. Kind of interesting. And here we get the flail. And next step is the whetstone. We sprint through here. We don't get hit by anything. Let's pick up that mushroom, probably for no reason. Grab this golden seed. Our second, third, and fourth smithing stone ones. Grab this grace for later. And now we are off to get some various buffs. We get our first flask, or our first flask tier thingy. Just the strength tier. Grab this grace up here, Renal's grace, so that we can kill him more efficiently later. And then we go grab the Ash of War Golden Vow up here and to the right from this guy. Easy. And we're off. And we try not to fall all the way down there because, like we did earlier today, because that kills us.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck.
Some more smithing stone ones from the bridge and also from this
Oh, there might.
The area is a
merchant. Oops. We grab one more crackpot. And up here we just grab first lilies for sleep pots later on in the run. Then we get our sleep pot recipe.
Anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servants of a true order and celebrating.
It's our first sacred tier. Our flask. And get this so we can return to it quickly later. And then up here, we're gonna get from this little peninsula. We're gonna get our charge attack tier, as well as our charge attack talisman, and the first half of the Dectus medallion. And there's the tier. And there's the talisman. Finally, we get our last smithing stone ones from this merchant up here.
Welcome, dear customer.
Oops.
Yes, well, are you please? I'm hungry.
Oops. Buy all of them, not just one. And then we get the Dectus half. Because of our conversation with Melina, it's now night. Oops. And so we don't have to worry much about stealth. And we can just kind of run past people without them noticing us. For example, here. Where it looks like they're both aggroed to us, but they are not. Kill those three, and then we're gonna kill the guy who pops up here. And then just run. This guy won't aggro because it's night again. I need to change the laundry real quick. I'll be right back. I had apparently not even turned it on, so oops. Grab this lily. And we're off to Caelid. Stay right here so that we don't aggro the invader that pops up from that church. I forget her name. Steer left here to avoid aggroing these guys. Then we do kind of a specific path through here to not aggro any of the dogs that are kind of wandering around. So we hike right here, hike left here, skirt around to the right here, and go a little bit just in between like these two areas. And then we shouldn't run into any of the dogs.
How can I help?
We want to sell all of these, which we got from those that graveyard.
Have a safe journey.
And off to get the Dectisaf. Steer well clear of all these dragons, obviously. And we want to equip rather our beast repellent torch. Hitting that wall draws the whatever these enemies up here are called towards the sound, and so we don't get aggro from them. Yeah, it's just perfectly safe to just walk right behind them. They're not facing away towards you. And then we go grab the Radagon's Soreseal. Did we manage to not aggro anybody this time? So I'm going to just... Ah, nope, I did. Never mind. I wonder who I do aggro. There you go. And now we are off to Viernia. And let's try not to just waste another 20 minutes by just fucking up here and walking directly into a bat. I'm still rather confused about how, because usually that bat does not obviously like hit me or even like make an attempt to attack me. So do I just have to stay further right? Where even is it? I'm so confused. Did I go one archway to the left? I must have, without realizing it. Huh. Weird. Ooh. And here we are in Viernia. And we're more than halfway done with this initial setup part before DTS, although there is like another 10 or so minutes to set up after DTS. But what's next up is to first buy a couple of smithing stones from the merchant up there, and then get our iron ball, our weapon for the run.
No matter. Why don't
Oops, I do not want to buy that. I want to buy those. Let me just kind of steer to the left a little bit for this area so we don't spawn that revenant or anything stupid like that. Yeah, and these, like, I don't know what are these guys are that crawl on the ground and summon stuff. They're gonna like shoot at you, but like on a horse, you'll outdistance all their projectiles. I just spot this little island over here and then go slightly to the right, and we'll come upon this larger island up here. And just head straight north from it to get to the Blackguard's shack. So we have that, and we have this, and two-hand it. Aim for right between the bowl and the wall. L2 and walk forward. Easy. Very honorable fight. Pick up our weapon, and we're off. Next up, talk to Raya, obviously, so we can get to Volcano Manor and get Assassin's Gambit down the line. And we don't need this anymore for the rest of the run.
Hello, it's rather my mistress. Could I ask that thug only if you've... What a blessing. The thug, please. thought, please. Oh, thank
Go.
you. Did I forget? I seek. You are very brave. To study such, please. Brave Tana, most Tana. You are no the volcano.
And now we can head back to the shack and off to collect some smithing stones. First one's from up here, where those lobsters are sleeping. I have to be a little bit careful here because I have sometimes aggroed the lobsters. And I've never actually gotten hit by them, I think, but I have been, like, confused. Like, yeah, I'm not sure exactly why I didn't aggro them this time. And then I just wait for that lobster to turn around, and I just run out. And we're good. Cool, okay. For a second it looked like he was facing me. Or he was facing me. A second it looked like he was maybe, like, interested in sniping me from across the map. The rain, it's a little darker here, so it's a little bit harder to spot things, but we're aiming for in between these... Is that? No. Aiming between these land squids, just to pick up some more smithing stones from up here. And then, yeah, make our way around these guys, hopefully without aggroing them. And make our way to this grace. And before the dragon aggroes, we fast travel back. And we pick up our final, like random in the middle of nowhere item that we need to pick up from the rest of the run, which is these 3 smithing stone 2s up here. And we want to be a little bit careful to try not aggro the flower that's just on the other side of this. I guess still some little mini shrine. So we're just gonna crouch as much as we can and keep stuff in between us and the flower. And there you go, not even aggroed. Or interested even. And that's all of our smithing stones. Head a little bit west and north right here. We're getting Trina's lilies. We're gonna get an abundance of these. I'll just pick up as many as I can that are just on the route anyway. And then, yeah, head towards the north. And, yeah, that's kind of... We get the smithing stone bearing, and that's kind of the last thing. Smithing stone bearing for smithing stones 3 and 4. And then we're kind of done with setup before DTS. guess we're still like 10 minutes away, even though we're only 2 items of, or 1 item away from actually starting to fight bosses. Hello, okay. Get some water real quick. Dang, Crystal Palace are back up in 5th? That's crazy. This Premier League season is truly unhinged. How are there 15 games in, and there are, let's see, there are 5 points between 13th and 4th. That's crazy. And even now, Arsenal, having lost a couple of games, or lost and drawn some games, are not the clear favorites. I mean, from the underlying numbers they are, but not on points. Insane. Alright, pick up this rune arc. Actually don't need this sword seal anymore. For a little bit at least. Do I need this torch right now? No, I don't. So we can get rid of it. And we will need to equip these kukris. Cool. There's Raya. And we get this grace up here just for future reference. Oops, I went a little bit far right here. Should be fine though. just straight up run right through the middle of these two, because they are very useless as sentinels. Here we can just get our smithing stone bearing. For smithing stones 3 and 4. Let me just run out of here. We're gonna stick just to the right over here. So that when the gargoyle comes down, we don't actually aggro him. He never even saw us. And we want this rune. And that's set up. We have to get to DTS, obviously, before we completely announce our victory over the most boring part and time-consuming part of the run. But pretty much at boss fighting. And then there's obviously another 10 minutes of setup post DTS, so I actually can't claim that we finished it at all. I'll just keep an eye on that golem up there just in case it looks like he's actually aggroed. And so I can, you know, dodge a arrow if he accidentally, or if he actually does ever get aggroed to us. Huh, that time looks like I didn't pull anybody's aggro. Usually somebody aggroes. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Speak of the devil. But literally for just half a second. Let's make sure nobody's actually aggroed to us. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, one time for some reason I came up here and this guy was aggroed to me. Don't think I did anything differently, but we run all the way around. Okay. And that's that. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have this, we have that, we have that. Namely, we have the Ushikatana, We have our bow and we have Kukris equipped. We come about here, so he starts turning towards us. And after a couple of seconds, he starts walking. We kind of maintain this distance, maybe like 100 feet or something, or 33 meters. Okay. And around when he starts passing that tree, we dismount, or we get on our horse. And then I switch to mouse and keyboard here. This is a pretty fun cheese, so we're gonna get him around here. Gonna get him to here. Ooh, that was weird. I was a little slow there. Let's not be slow. And then right here. Cool. And we two-hand our Uchi. We sneak up behind him, and we want to unsheath our two before he sees us. Cool. Perfect. Very smooth. And then, bye-bye. Very satisfying. That is DTS. So yeah, unsheath R2, unsheath R2, unsheath R1. And this takes a little bit of practice, like getting just the like lining it up and knowing the distance to actually have to do your first attack at. But yeah, it's definitely, you know, worth it. Or, I mean, obviously it's worth it. It's like pretty simple once you get it, and consistent once you get it down. Okay. Okay, I didn't actually need to fast to travel here because she's gonna intercept me anyway and take me to the round table hold.
To determine if you had, it seems torrent, whereas I may. There is but one I can take gathering. Very let my hand.
Okay. And then up here, we talk to her. We offer our smithing stone bearing. We buy these to upgrade our weapon, and then we want a bunch of stuff. So we want this dagger for Golden Vow, this rapier for Assassin's Gambit, and this seal for Flame Grant Me Strength. We're gonna upgrade our Iron Ball now. Might as well.
You're in no matter loud, you're...
And yeah, we're gonna get to plus 12. And then we're gonna upgrade ourselves, or level ourselves up at least. First our flasks, I guess. You really don't need this many flasks. I don't know, I just kind of pick them up whenever I see them. 3 and 5 is probably fine allocation. Get to 15 faith here, so we can do Flame Grant Me Strength, and then everything else into strength. We pass time until nightfall, and we go to Rocky Balcony. Then, yeah, we make our way to Fort Gale North, so we can get the Flame Grant Me Strength. The Knight is necessary so that we don't aggro the Radahn Rain of Arrows attack sniper guy up there. And then we skirt to the right here. Again, just to avoid that archer. But we should keep our eye on him just in case he does somehow. It happened once where I must have just passed slightly wrong. Or maybe it was during the day, I don't know. And he aggroed to me, and I got hit by this guy. It's not a very fun feeling, 46 minutes into the run, and you haven't even fought anything. Okay, we get off Torrent here, and then we crouch, and I just walk into the wall to make sure I'm going nice and slow and as far away as possible from them without aggroing them. Pick that up. And then we go have a conversation with Bernal. And by have a conversation, I of course mean we kill him. We needed that Ash of War. We need to memorize Spell Frame Grant Me Strength. We needed to Strength Knots tier, Spiked Cracked Crystal tier. I think that's it. Swap that out for the Iron Ball. Actually, we should, just so we do, be our consistent. Iron Ball in our left hand, Sacred Dagger there, and our Figure Seal. Okay, and then Golden Vow. Flame Grant Me Strength. Drink, make sure we have our Charge Talisman. And our Iron Barrel is leveled up. Get right behind him. Charge R2. Charge R2. And he just turns around and walks into your attack. And now we're off to Volcano Manor for just a second. Make sure to pick up that the bell bearing he drops, obviously.
I knew you. I hereby take my hand. Give me. I will.
Justin Bieber
Okay, and then we pick this up.
Brave. I am Tanit. Ryas, a warrior. Perhaps you
I don't actually know if you need to talk to her to get the Assassin's Gambit to show up in Bernal's bell bearing, but I don't know. Or if you just need to show up to Volcano Manor, but I just talk to her anyway. Probably just a waste of time, but who knows. And we need this. And we offer Bernal a spell bearing, and we purchase not a Rune Arc. We purchase Assassin's Gambit. And then we go get Crackblade and Radahn's Grace. Oh, we actually need to equip Assassin's Gambit on the rapier. And that gives us stealth, even more stealth than just the knight affords. Hello, sir. Don't mind me. Re-up the stealth. Sneak right by this guy. Re-up the stealth again. And once more. Pick up this talisman, which I actually never use in the run, but I just kind of do for habits, by habit's sake. For habit's sake. And then we take this portal. Put on Assassin's Gambit. And we are gonna go grab Cragblade up here. Arch around just so that the Scarab doesn't run away. And we're here. And we're gonna just equip the Asha-4 that we need, which is Cragblade. And off we go. I'm just gonna take this off for now. Is there anything else I can take off? No. And this is the Great Patches, which killed my run yesterday in an insanely stupid way. Where I was just on total autopilot and decided to swing at him when I thought he was about to do the debuff, but he was in fact just like poking with his spear. So I'm not going to do that today. One hopes. Yeah, pretty stupid way to lose a run. We grab this Grace so that we can easily get to the Blue Dancer Charm cave later. We run to about this little small bushy tree up here. You can see that we can't get on a horse. That's because Nerejuice, whatever that is, the invader, invades us. And then we just run away, and Nerejuice will return to their world. And basically won't spawn unless you reload the area, I think. And then we're off to Patches. Oops. That's fine. Still not aggroed. Okay, and then we're gonna do the whole buff setup for Patches. Cool. High stress situation right there. Right, and then we come back here. And do we actually have enough? No, we don't have enough runes, which I'm confused because I thought I had must have accidentally used one of my runes earlier without meaning to. But I guess we're just gonna sell a couple of things so we can get 5k, which is what we need for the Margit's
I took you no matter. Lay out your arms then.
geez, whatever it's called, the thing that binds Margit to the floor. Let's sell this guy. Let's sell this guy. And I guess this guy. And sure, this guy. Yeah, weird. I don't know what happened, how we ended up short on cash, but not a big deal at all, obviously. We just need 5k, so it's not a huge deal. The shackle. There we go. Okay, and I think that's everything we need for. Oh, and completed that, so we can go to the next split. But I think that's everything we need for patches, or sorry, for Margit. We obviously want this. On around to the left. I guess we can get rid of this. Oops. And that's everything, I think. Okay. So this is our standard buff order for the rest of the run. Golden Vow, Cragblade, oops. Flame grant me strength, and drink. Now we can just enter the arena. Get Margit's shackle ready. Charge dart 2, charge dart 2, charge dart 2. And that's Margit done. We just throw Source Seal on.
Smoldering with thy meager flame.
We need this. We don't need that. We don't need that. We need this. And we need this.
You there? Come off. It's tight. God, you'll breach the. Well, but of course.
We go through the main gate. Get a few more levels of strength. Okay, and now it's night still, so we can do this. Crouch down, and then we just crouch run up until this little patch right here. Crouch again. Hug the wall to the left. Like these rocks, or to the right rather. Don't go to the left. And then just hop over here, and we're good. Just run straight through to here. Let's make sure that we have kukris. Yeah, our kukris are there. Our bow is here. Let's two-hand our Assassin's Gambit. Grab this for our later recovery. Oh, and we, as per usual, we finished Margit. Okay. Grab this so we can get Godric's Rune later. Up Assassin's Gambit here. Walk to the right. Pick up the Trina's Lily that's here. Okay, and then this is kind of a speedy part. So here, crouch, run up here to this little tree. Assassin's Gambit. Two-hand this. Aim up here. Throw Kukri here. immediately throw a kukri here. And then we just run here, dip into this little alcove, listen for that, and then run this way. And then that's it. Cool. I usually grab those kukris that are in that archway, but I didn't need to. I don't think I use them at any point in this run anyway, so I'm just not gonna get bothered with retrieving them. And worst comes to worst, if I need them for some reason, I'll go pick them up from somewhere else. Okay, well that was that, which is always a little stressful. And now we are here. And up next is Godric. We don't need the kukris anymore. And yeah. We still need the Assassin's Gambit to get these pots. Stick to the left. Jump through these crates. Here we go. Stick to the right. Okay. And that's everything. So we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. We need this. We need this. Okay. So Golden Vow. Let's drink. Cragblade. Flame grant me strength. Actually, I usually do that after I pass through here. So maybe I'll just do it again, just to maximize the amount of time I actually have with it. Drink. And then we just do the attack.
Bow before me.
Then we free aim, we do not lock on for this leg. Oh boy. Nice. Good RNG. Usually,
All that is cold.
yeah, I'm not sure why I had slightly less damage there, but usually I just
We'll return together,
two-shot him after the phase transition.
bathed in rays of gold.
But that's that. Pretty chill. And travel back to the Tower Bridge. And we're off to pick up the Godric's Great Rune. Re-equip our rapier. While I don't forget, let me quickly... We need to get the Rogers weapon.
Pleased to name's Robert now. I had a little mishap, as you might
For
guess.
Malekith, actually.
Oh, I'm privy to it. Would you care to learn what? Time can move rather a little conversation. Ah, well done, friend. Something to mark.
Perfect.
As
Okay.
you might have guessed, no need to be.
Now let's do that again. I'm always worried of just like forgetting to grab it and then being really far into the run and being sad. Just run to the right here. That guy will stand up, but he's not getting aggro to you. At least right now. This guy will, however, be aggro to you, but you should just have time to just run through him. Yeah, I just crouch down here, Assassin's Gambit, wait for him to fire, and then immediately just run to that portal. Cool. And then, yeah, not much to say here. We just go to get Godric's Great Rune. Is there anything else we need? Okay, cool. Off to Gillica after this. Hold on. We need to level up and equip all of that. Yeah, I guess if usually I'm at 30 strength or something, but... Or maybe that's after Gillica. Okay. I think that's all we need to do there. And then we obviously activate the Great Rune. Oops. Golden Vow, our usual Track Blade, Flame Granting Strength, Wondrous Physic, and this should be fully scripted. Run to her left knee, walk forward, and she is dead. Very easy. And now we have our Ritual Sword Talisman. And next up is Radahn, which is definitely a stressful one. Let's get one level up, I guess. Oops. And we're off to the festival. Okay, we want to use this instead. And still light load. Yeah. Cool. Okay, that's everything I think I need.
The stars have aligned. The festival is the festival.
All right, and we are off. I just send it up in case I have to reset the fight and I don't need to deal with it. Okay. So here, as we enter, I'm immediately spamming to get onto Torrent. And then I'm spamming to run backwards. And then his first arrow never reaches us. And we turn around, get off horse, and... Perfect. He is not going to shoot at us anymore. So now we can do our buff sequence. And then... That's not great. I kind of ran out of stamina a little bit, and so I couldn't do some attacks that I normally do. Yeah, so usually we don't want to have more than like 1 or 2 attacks. Like ideally, rather, we want to kill Radahn in the first phase. Or at the very least, only have like a couple of attacks needed for phase 2. And that was almost the entirety of phase 2. But yeah, I whiffed a couple of attacks. Probably worth resetting there. The really good RNG is the attack where he does, like his opening attack where he like starts running at you and does a bunch of jumps. Or not a bunch of jumps, but a bunch of attacks. And they just like all go over you if you stay close to him.
Before we begin. But now.
And definitely worth resetting there, I think. Just because the second phase is just kind of nasty. Alright, it's not that nasty, but I haven't practiced it in a no-hit scenario. Obviously, there's a very strong possibility that, you know, I get hit here and I wouldn't have gotten hit otherwise. But, you know, those are the risks we take when doing these kind of runs. Alright, so same thing as before. Start going backwards and get on horseback, spam our run. Cool. And if he ever does get that arrow off, I just fully stop and then dismount with the iframes, and then I reset the battle again. Okay, Golden Vow, Cragblade. Flame grant me strength. Drink. Drink again. Okay. Is this gonna be okay? Shall see. Nice. Okay, pretty good. Alright. It's not ideal, but not too bad. And perfect RNG. Very easy. Very good. Alright. Yeah, not the cleanest of fights, but good enough, honestly. And now we're off to Goldfree. And I need to actually change the laundry. All right, off to Goldfree. We need this guy. We want this grace for later. And we should level up now, because otherwise we will not. When should I have leveled up to avoid this? Oh, obviously at the before getting into the capital. Just find something you have to wait for her to fully disappear before you can do anything else. Okay, cool. That's that. Oops. Grab this rune. Just jog off here. Re-up our stealth. Ooh, almost missed that jump. And off we go. Okay. Okay, and then for this jump, I start from around like here, and I aim for that like spike, and then just jump. And yeah, that's it. Just let this guy walk to the left, then just run behind him and he won't aggro. A nice wide berth around this guy. Don't want to fuck with him, obviously. Archers, bane of existence. Just walk up here, or climb up here, I guess. Get our stealth back up, and just to avoid aggroing this guy. Yeah, still a lot of space, and then we're gonna want to stay as far to the right as possible here so that that guy can't hit us. And then we just keep running. Re-up our Assassin's Gambit once that guy is no longer aggroed, the guy behind us. And then last time, okay, how do we want to do this again? There was some new thing that I did last time that actually got nobody aggroed to me. I think I went in front of these two guys, and that way this guy to the right did not aggro. Yeah, that's the way to do it. And yeah, between this set of folks. Perfect. And then yeah, we're gold free. Not an easy boss by any means. And our damage isn't as ramped up as it's going to be against Godric. Or against Godfrey, rather. So yeah, Golden Vow. Crack Blade. Make sure that you're all the way healed up so we can get our Talisman in effect. We want this. Probably get rid of this. And that's it. Nice and easy. Very chill. Okay, yeah. Cool. And that matches our PB. Well, not quite, I guess. Let's get some more strength. And we are off. Okay, and then up here, we're not running, we're just walking, jogging. Just walk directly behind this guy, and then he will not aggro. He just sits back down. Perfect. And then, yeah, last my PB is that I died in this cave because I took the wrong path, a little bit of a wrong path, very, very slightly wrong path, past one of the wolves, which was really frustrating because it's just like pretty silly. I mean, yeah, basically there's a scripted aggro, which you guys will see, I guess, which normally we can just run past and it'll attack behind us. I probably should have practiced it again, because instead of just being like, I won't do it again because it's only happened once. But I didn't. So hopefully we don't mess up again this time. It should be fine. Like I said, I usually do not mess that up. Okay, we want that. And we want that. Okay, the moment of truth. Oops. Run up here. Run through here. Assassin's Gambit here. And then here we run. Perfect. Okay, that's what we want to have happen. Okay, this is still a tricky area though, like, for sure. Sprint off here. Okay, and now we are at an actual PB. And we managed to not aggro those bats, which is convenient. Oh, never mind, we did. I'm so confused about that, about why they aggro. They really shouldn't, but I guess I just need to keep an eye on my back to make sure I don't do anything with them. This. Oh, oops. Okay, yeah, this. Now this. Now this. Now this. Now this. Yeah. And then, funnily enough, you can just sneak through this entire boss. So just walk here. And he won't get up until hit him. At which time it is already too late. Then looks like we don't have anybody aggroed, so we can go back up here. Neat. Okay, that's Golem done. That's actually kind of scary, even though the boss is totally trivial. Just that running area is like not the easiest. Okay, and then we get Blue Dancer on. We get rid of this. We get rid of this. We put this on. I'm so confused. Where'd this golden root come from? When did I pick it up? Nobody knows. It's surely not enough to... Oops. Hey! Surely not enough to... Yeah, not enough to get us another level. But... and we want to take off our pants now, so that we have even lighter load. Okay, and then... Cool. Golden Vow. Cragblade. Flame Camry Strength. Drink. Lower our equip load again. Have Margit's Shackle ready. And then we are off. Charge R2, charge R2, charge R2. Let our stamina come back. Take the riposte. Charge R2 immediately. Charge R2 again. Okay, well that was weird. It looks like I'm just getting lower damage. Totally fine, but I'm a little confused about why I have lower damage this run, it feels like, than in previous runs. Did I not level up? No, I didn't have enough to level up. Because that usually completely deals with it. Was my health not a maximum? No, it was. That's so confusing. Well, I guess maybe there was like a counter hit that was supposed to happen or something, and I didn't quite hit it. Weird.
Allow me,
But not a big deal, obviously. I just had to wait for the
the only way to become my purpose. So I'd like you to undertake
mud explosion or whatever that is.
And guide.
To pass through.
Shall I turn? Let my share them with me.
I'm just gonna get a few levels like that.
Your ambition.
Now, just in case for some reason I have to memory brace out, and I don't want to lose the advantage of all of those. Because we need to save a good amount to buy the smithing stones and to upgrade our weapon, but yeah, we don't need to do it quite yet, or we can't do it quite yet. And I need to advance the live splits as per usual, because I forgot. Oh, that's where it came from. Okay. The rune came from just that area. Oh. Was that? Out of the corner of the screen, it looked like we got somebody aggroed, or we got a very near miss, but I'm not sure. Okay, we're off to Fire Giant next. Again, I guess they all. Oh, I'm missing a sleep pod. Should be fine, but kind of weird. What? Is it because I don't have enough? I don't have enough mushrooms. Okay, well, I guess I will have to grab some mushrooms somewhere. Maybe I can get some from Capital. We don't need this for the rest of the run. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Well, that's a shame. I forgot to get a 4th talisman slot. I think it's not a huge deal, but usually for the rest of the run, I have the Radagon Store Seal on. Oops. I can't get that anymore, can I think. That's such a shame. I'm gonna go check, but I don't think I can. That's that's pretty dumb. But what can you do? Ugh, that's so stupid. Maybe I should get a split that's just after Radahn is like, get talisman. Oops, that's dumb. Just gonna look it up real quick. I don't think I can. Oh, okay. Apparently you can. Well, let's see. Apparently you just don't get it for free. You can buy it, but you just have to buy it from the Twin Maidens. Is it night? Yeah, cool. It's not night. That was kind of stupid, though. We just have to spend extra money, I think, now. Well, we'll see how much it actually is, and if it's a big deal or not. I should keep enough stamina to be able to double jump over stuff. Like, surely that's not safe. Maybe it is. I don't know. Just feels sketchy to be just running through these guys and be like, trying not to get hit, or just like hoping you don't get hit. For here, we're gonna go to the left. Cool. Oh, oops. I don't need to do that yet. Let's see. Let's hope. Let's pray. Amazing. Okay, it's 500 now. No big deal at all. Cool. Okay, very chill. No big deal. That's not where I'm trying to go. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Alright, let's get stuff. Only a few bosses left, actually. Cool.
Now, those are of a challenger, fine and well.
Oops. Okay. Now we get this guy up to 24. Or, no, 18. Not 24. Wait, am I being dumb? Oh no, I'm not. Damn. Just run past this guy while stealthed. Look at aggroed, but it's not a big deal. Man. Never mind. It is a big deal. Oops. Okay, what went wrong there? Let's do. Well, I guess I will finish this run. So I'm pretty close to done, but I thought I could just. Aha. So that's what I have to do. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Dude, you just missed my first hit. Very sad. Again, a new place that I've never been hit before. I got hit like by oh, he's not loaded in. By the guy here. I just was running past him. I've done the same. I did the same thing that I've done a billion times, was just run past him and not get he didn't he gets aggroed, but it doesn't matter. But like when I was here, he just did his like fireball attack and I didn't notice and I just got hit. So yeah, I just redid it and it turns out I had to like jump over from here. Yeah, such a bummer, dude. At least a PB, I guess, but yeah, massive bummer. Personal best. So I guess that's not actually a personal best. I guess it's a distance best. So this is the furthest I've gotten without being hit by anybody. I'm just gonna finish out this run because it's actually been a little bit since I've actually done the further things, and then I'm gonna get off at 4-ish probably. And I might stream tonight. I might not. We'll see what my schedule is like. Ah, what a silly way to die. Sounds good. Yeah. No worries. Totally get that. I wonder that fire prelate does not aggro if it's the middle of the night too. Yeah, I don't know. I did some more ground slam yesterday, and it's actually so good on DTS. It was crazy. Yeah, the minions don't have any like super far range attacks, it looks like. I don't know, I'll have to look at the route that I'm, like the person who did this originally, and see what they did, because I kind of thought they just ran through. But yeah, not sure. But yeah, Ground Slam was actually insanely good on DTS and on Morgott too. Well, Morgott was a little like unintentionally good because a whole bunch of his attacks just like sailed over me after like when I was in my like sitting animation after the slam, which was kind of satisfying and funny. Alright. Let's level up here. Oops. Don't need vigor. Wait, I need one more. Let's see. That's funny. No, I need to use Gambit. Actually, I don't know if I can use it this far away, but I guess now we're in testing land, so we'll see if it actually is too far. I mean, I guess there's no point in testing that. I can just always do it here. Hello? Okay. Through here. Grab this. And now it is Fire Giant time. We need that there. We need this, and that's that. Okay. Golden Vow, Crackblade, Flame Guarantee Strength, Drink Blue, Two-Hand, and off we go. Oh shit. Now off we go. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, let's see what happened there. I think I need to, so there's kind of something a little bit weird where, God. Well. In previous times I have been, too fast, and so I've not had enough stamina, but he just fire breathed me immediately from there, which I was kind of doomed. I guess I should have just Memory of Graced out right there, because, like, you're just kind of fucked if he does that at that point. Let's see what happens here. I do it a little bit better this time. That was weird. What is happening? So weird about what's happening right here. I'm just gonna try fight him straight up. Cool. Hello? Okay, well, I think I need to practice that. Or wait, hold on. There we go. I think I need to practice that a little bit more, clearly. It's been a while since I've actually fought him, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be much more scripted, but I messed some stuff up, I guess. Okay. I'm just gonna give myself more mushrooms, I think, because I don't feel like going collect, and this run's already dead. Spawn items. Mushroom. Let's do 12. Cool. I actually wanna... Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Let's level up. Talk to Melina.
I have long observed the land, this world, and death. Are you to commit? Very let my hand.
Cool. We want our Bolt Rapier again. And we want to just make a bunch of these. Draw his attention there, and just run all the way through. Our Assassin's Gambit back up. Steer just to the left right here. And then cut here. And straight through here. Then we should be fine just going here. Alright, Godskin Duo up next. We'll see if I've also forgotten how to fight that. I didn't wait long enough for him to walk by. That's fine though. He's not gonna follow me to here. Hey. Okay. So we're here. We line it up a little bit. A little bit further maybe. Cool. Okay, so we get rid of this. We get this up. Drink this Cragblade. Drink. Drink. Flame grant me strength. And then we get rid. Oh wait, we actually want to keep this. Ah. That's something. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Bow. Then grant me strength. Then we can just wait. Oh boy. What is happening? Why isn't he spawning? Okay. Let's do this. Oh, my Cragblade must have just ran out. Weird. Okay. Then... Okay, that's not amazing. Yeah, so I need to practice that as well more, probably. Even though I got away with it. The level of chaos on your side is insane. Yeah, it's not shocking to me. Kids will do that. They're not all tired out from yesterday's adventures, it seems like. Let's see. That's funny. Okay, our weapon is fully upgraded. The altar. Let's level up. Cool. And then grab this guy again. Cool. I think I can just drop through here. I've never heard of that. What is it? Let's see if this actually works this time. It has never worked for me before, but nope, didn't work. Don't know how to do it. Very confusing. Surely fine to just go for it. Okay, so we crouch through here. Don't get hit by that. Assassin's Gambit. And then around this way. Sci-fi hive mind themes shown on Apple TV. Everyone is affected by disease and collectivizes their consciousness except for a few. Cool. How was it? Is it? Don't need that. Don't need that. Grab this just in case. Oh boy. Almost just walked off the edge there. Okay, let's get our stealth up and just crash through here. Cool. I don't have Apple TV. I also don't watch much TV, but yeah, that sounds neat. Sounds like an interesting premise. Okay, wait, we want drink up. Flame grant me strength. That. We want that. We want Cragblade. We drink here. And we walk through. Flame grant me strength. Drink. Nice, very clean. Cool. Well, that's fun.
To kill what?
Cool. Yeah. Oof. I don't know if I've been watching any. I haven't really watched any TV recently. Okay, we want. Oops. Alright, well, only a couple of bosses left. Oof, my back. Oops. Okay, what do we need for this? We need those. We want this. We want. That's kind of it, right? Yeah. Okay, so we walk maybe up to here. Cragblade.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring. To become Elden. What a sad state.
Hello, Sir Gideon.
I commend your spirit, but alas, she'll take the throne. Queen. I know. In
Nice fight,
my
buddy.
Bones, a tarnished cannot become
Why am I?
a lord. Not
Am I missing
even
a?
you. A man cannot kill a god.
Okay. Keep on going. Forge onwards and upwards. Cool. Up to Godfrey. Golden Vow. Cragblade. Flame grant me strength. Drink. And we are off. Very clean.
Thy strength befits a crown.
Alright, and then one more boss. I actually want to do this and then do a little bit more endurance. everything? Yeah, okay. There. Cragblade. Then grant me strength. Drink. Two-hand, drink. And we are off. Cool. That was a little bit close. Comfort. Alright, and that was that. 2 hits. Pretty good. Alright, well, cool. We take that for now. And next time, hopefully, we'll be better. I guess I need to practice a little bit the Fire Giant, but apart from that, and what's it called? Godskin Duo. But apart from that, pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna head out. But yeah, I'll let you know when I am streaming next. I kind of expect I probably will not tonight. But yeah, if that changes, I'll let you know. And otherwise, yeah, I'll let you know if in the future. Oops. When I'm doing stuff in the future. All right. Have a good one. Thank you. You as well. Yeah, really appreciate. Once again, always really appreciate you coming through. It means a lot. It's very, very cool.